The following is intended for mature audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
We want thick.
Let me ask you about the vernacular of the game, and literally what I mean is the phrase, the game. Okay. Do you believe that saying that kind of downplays the line of work that is? Like it just softens the blow?
I'm said, since she'll tell you, I've said it from the beginning. Oh, I'm in the game. I say, this ain't no game to me. This is my life. And it's real life, and I take it serious as fuck. I'm not out here playing. I've been saying that for 18, 19 years. Oh, I'm in the game. I'm not in a game. This is my real motherfucking life. I'm out here every day trying to have at it. I'm not playing. So I don't know why people call it that, because I'm in disagreement with that. This is not a game. This is motherfuckers' real lives. This is young ladies' real life that they invested in taking risks every day, especially when they, giving some ism some money. I'm giving you my money every day. Please do the right shit with it.
Yeah.
So then when they not, now it's a game. Now we playing. Now it's some bullshit. Now it's some fuckery. I don't want to play with nobody.
What is up, everybody? You are now tuned into the Thickness Protection Program. This is the podcast celebrating body positivity for the adult content creator community. And if you don't already know, I am the Thickness Pro. Now today, I got an industry power couple in the building for y'all. Very special treat. Kendra Kox and Stay Ready are here. How are you guys?
Hey, we good.
Welcome, yo. Thank you guys for getting down with the thickness. Cheers.
What's up?
Cheers.
What's up?
For sure.
Pardon the interruption, protectors, but this is Pimpin' Palm, the Mac and Memoji. And before we go any further in this interview, I'm gonna need you to click that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notification bell. And if you're listening on Spotify, make sure you are following the podcast. And please leave a rating before you get up on out of here. Now back to the Thickness Protection Program. Pimpin' Palm, the Mac and Memoji. You dig?
We want thickness.
Okay. Now, one thing I've always admired about you guys is not only how highly, other guests previously have spoken of you, but it's like your entrepreneurial spirit. With your company Girls Gone Wireless and all the content you create, and as long as y'all have been in the game, what is it about this business that you've nuanced it from where you started to where you are now? Kendra, take it away.
Well, I mean, we started, so I've been a sex worker since I was 18, but obviously I didn't start out in the porn industry. I've done all kinds of things in the sex industry, from escorting to dancing to now being, an adult actress. So, when me and Stay Ready met each other, I was already doing sex work. And then some things happened. Stay Ready had gotten in trouble. And I had always told him, listen, I really want to do porn. This is something I really want to do, but I'm just not comfortable in my skin yet. I never had at that time, watched BBW porn or knew, of any actresses or anything like that.
Right. And that's always something I find so surprising about some of the guests. They're they don't know BBW porn is a thing, but It is really a big thing. No pun intended.
It is a big thing. So I, before he had gotten the trouble, I actually had my body done. But I was still thick. I had my butt done twice. I had my tummy tuck, and he got in trouble. And I actually was working with one of the ladies that shoots for Plumper Pass. And I was like, hey, hook me up with him. I've always wanted to do porn. I really want to do porn so bad. And I was I never knew that there was companies that would work with
big girls.
Yeah, I never knew that there was companies that would work with big girls. So she hooked me up with him. And then Plumper Pass was a little I don't know, you're kind of on the smaller side. I'm man, just listen, just give me a chance. I'm going to show you I can do this, right? I literally was on that man's phone. He will tell you.
On Clint's phone, right?
Clint, come on. When are you going to shoot me? Probably once a week for 3 months. And then finally they came to Vegas and he said, all right, I'm going to let you shoot one scene and we're going to see how it does. And it went crazy. And then they called me back maybe 2-3 months later. Mm-hmm. I shot 2 more scenes in Miami, and it's been on from there. 7 years, 8 years later, here I am still,
So you've been on a roll since then. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Now, there's a lot of stuff you guys juggle between, you shooting porn and then managing Girls Gone Wireless and how that got started. Speaking of, like, what sparked that idea to do this content house where talent and creators, you know, come, they purchase tickets, and then fans can purchase tickets.
Like
Stay ready. Go ahead.
Well, we started off running OnlyFans accounts.
Right.
Yeah.
And we had about 5 or 6 girls we was running their account, and we was hounding them constantly for content.
Right.
Hey, we need content. We need more content. We need more content to sell. And it just was being slow getting it. So I was like, look, we need to like throw an event.
Almost like non-existent, slow.
Yeah, it would be super slow. We went to an event. It was a big deal, you know. Bunch of big name creators was there,
And paid thousands of dollars for the event. Let's say that thousands.
It was like $1,500 a day type of content event. You know, all the top name girls. So Kendra went, and we went. I think we went for 2 days.
Yes,
she went for 2 days. We met a few people, but me on the business side, I'm looking. I'm like, it's 30 girls in this backyard that done paid $1,500 a piece to be here.
Shit.
I'm like, I'm with this. This is my movement. But just even with that, so we saw that. We kind of seen how it was set up. We came back.
Oh, and that party was like by invite only.
No, that was an invite only situation.
And it was kind of like awkward. It was like, okay, well, if you don't have this amount of following, like, I'm not going to shoot with you. It was like very...
Sounds kind of bougie.
Even once you got in there.
It was very weird. Yeah, it was...
Even once you was there, it was girls like, oh, let me see, looking you up on the Twitter.
Yeah, they're running... Once you paid the money, you've gotten in the door, they're still running your car.
They're still looking at you
for sure.
I don't really want to shoot, you know, because...
And we all know, like, we get deleted constantly on social media, so it's not
What is with that, man? I can't stand that.
Our bodies are too sexy. That's all I can think.
Because even early on, Danica Denali was telling me it's because, like, with the BBW, there's more skin to show.
Yeah.
So it's like Instagram is more, like, really scrutinizing because, you know, the motherfuckers say Instagram is looking at the titties too now. Come on.
No, for sure.
Yeah, they're like, up, strike.
Well,
you know.
I think with this new blue check thing that everyone is kind of against, I think it's going to give us a little bit more protection on our accounts, and I really appreciate.
They should have made it a red check or a green check or something if you're going to pay for it, because it takes away from like the sauce of it. Like it used to be, oh, you're kind of dope if you've made it to a certain point if you have the blue check. Yeah. Now that anyone can pay for it, it's like, bruh, that's not like it's
9
just not the
times
same.
out of 10, those blue checks were paid for anyways. Just understand that. I know that's always been part of.
That never even crossed my mind, man. Fuck a blue check as long as they in your DM talking about some blue strips. Am I right?
They always been paid for. Just it was under the table. That's for damn sure.
For sure.
So when it was like that, right? And I was like, I didn't really like that. That that's not really my vibe. Like I've never been like a cliquey type of person. Maybe when I was in like middle school, but like even when I was in high school, I was not with that. Okay.
Yeah, and that's one thing about the industry. Sorry to cut you off, Kendra, but with the cliquey shit, I just find that you know what? Sometimes you got to tell people, hey, I'm not a student at Porn Star High School.
Exactly. For sure.
You just get caught up in their rut. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You don't meet other people. But with our events, so when we saw that, we was like, damn, let's host events.
Right.
For our people to come and get the content.
And anybody can come.
Yeah, we threw an
any
event.
shape, any body size. I feel like all bodies are beautiful and all women are beautiful. You know, it doesn't matter how big, how small, how big your titties are, how, small your titties are. It doesn't matter. Like all women have like a beauty to their body, even how old or young, as long as you're over 18, 19, whatever, like all women that are grown are beautiful,
Most definitely. And we hosted our first event in Miami. And I'm like, from the gate, it was on. Back then, we just like, everybody come for free. We were just like, y'all come, don't worry, boom, we had it covered. Because we was trying to get content for the people we was working for.
Yes.
I see.
And so we let them all come. We did that. Our events was free for probably like the first year. And we did events like every 3 months. So we did probably 4 in the first year.
Sometimes sooner. Yeah. I would say sometimes sooner, yeah.
In that first year, we was probably doing them a little sooner. But we probably did 4 or 5 the first year, all free, letting everybody come, just establishing ourselves. And just through the years, we just kept working out the kinks. And within that first year, we seen that.
And remind me again, what was the first year that you guys started GG Dub?
We going on 4 years right now, huh?
No, like 3.
So
I think 3.
We was in Coral Springs, so that's what.
So like 3.
Yeah. We are in year 3 right now. We're in year 3.
So our first paid GGW was the first one that we ever did was in Orlando. And oh my God, it was a hot mess a little bit. It was very disorganized.
I can tell you've learned from that.
No, most definitely. The trial and error.
You learn something every single time. Something that can change, something that we could be better at,
We've learned something, switch something. critique something every time. Hey man, Walmart started out like a storefront. Now look at
sure.
it. So through the years you go. And for us, we're not looking to stop no time soon. We've had other events compete with us, throw their event on the same day as ours.
Who are some of the other events like content houses who compete?
No
with
way
you,
will I say they
No
name.
way.
No plug.
No way.
I wouldn't even give them a shout out like that. Right. But it was events that was throwing.
They're non-existent.
Yeah,
anymore.
it was events that was throwing their events on the same day as ours for like a year straight. Like once I post my event date, then they will come out like a month later, within the same weekend or some shit. I'm like, this shit crazy. But once again, that was an event that was selective with who can come, and we allow everybody to come.
And it wasn't just one event; it was several.
It was several.
So
companies, events. It was all kinds of
shit.
There were
people. Yeah.
So in your view, they were all kind of taking a spoonful out the Girls Gone Wireless.
Not really. Not taking a spoonful. Just trying to sabotage.
Because we've had
if we throw an event, these girls won't go to that.
And we've had companies send people to our events to.
Oh yeah. I think
do weird stuff.
Shout out to Riley Rabbit. Love down the rabbit hole because I was listening to both you guys' interviews with her, and
That's
you did
my
say,
dog.
I think
Happy
you did say that.
birthday.
Happy birthday, Riley.
Yeah.
And Riley, come get down with the thickness.
Oh,
I don't know
shit.
what you're waiting for, girl. This chair's right here for you, baby.
No.
All right.
But it'd be weird,
Yeah.
I've had people on my phone this week telling me, "Hey man, y'all company is in a lot of people's mouth." I'm talking about insider people that's in the loop of the exoticas and the thises and the that's. Like they speaking on y'all, and I'm like, we're doing something nobody has ever did. Like you say, we're allowing the fans to come. That came about in year 2.5, maybe when. Just running accounts, they in a DM. How can I get in the porn? I could film. If I would have been in that scene, I would have did this. I would have did that. Okay, you think that? Come to that event. Let's see.
Can you guys set the record straight? Because one thing I was curious about, if a fan buys a ticket to that, and is he able to I paid my money, I can fuck on any porn star I want there?
It's still just like any other scene. It's paid actresses that pull up to a browser shoot and say, "Oh no, I want to film with him. I'm cool." And deny
or
the
there
shoot.
might be girls that come and then they only do girl content. So of course they're not going to film with the fan. But 90% of the girls that are doing boy-girl content,
will shoot with anybody.
They will shoot with anyone that's there.
If you're clean, your balls clean, and you
not
carry
like
yourself
if you're
in a
STD
nice.
clean.
Right.
Let's clarify that.
Can you quickly stay ready? You can hit this one off, but quickly kind of checklist some of the do's and don'ts for attendees, fan or creator.
The do's and don'ts.
Number one thing. What is the number one thing? Testing.
Oh, most definitely.
Yeah.
Our first
That's
thing,
part of it,
everybody is
tested.
getting talent tested. We do the full industry procedure, whatever it is at the moment. If it's swab this, stick something in that, that's what we doing. When they say you ain't got to do that, we ain't doing that.
Yeah.
But we follow all industry standards when it comes to testing for everybody, fans, all creators. I'm talking about what we 7 days.
When they walk in the door.
7 days or less. Or
for
14?
the fans, it's 3.
Yeah, for the fans, they test got to be brand new.
They go right
4
before.
days, 2 days before the event.
Yeah.
For content creators doing, I think we 14, if we doing 7 days.
And there's a ticket tier where either Girls Gone Wireless keeps the content or you guys the attendees go home with a hard drive of their own.
That's that's one.
Yes.
We have one VIP rate situation like that, and mostly people that want that is like ball players, or doctors, or lawyers, because they don't want the content out there, but they do want to come attend and have a good time, and they pay a substantial amount. And anybody they film with, the model get paid like she went to a browser shoot or something like that. She just get paid for that shoot. The person get to keep it, and that's that, and we move forward. But outside of that, everything is trade. That's the only one VIP ticket that we have. And only a lot of big name people would do that. We had a couple do it.
So stay ready. I want to time travel back to how you first got started in the game. Now, when you were like a young man, you were telling Riley that it was your dad that kind of got you in the pimp game.
My dad most definitely had hoes growing up. That's most definitely a part of my lifestyle. Hoes took me to school.
Up there in Richmond, California.
Most definitely. Richmond, California. That's one of the melting pots. Anything coming out the Bay. I tell people all the time, it used to be, I'm going to grow up and sell dope. I'm going to be a dope boy. It ain't like that.
Well, what I wanted to ask about that, bruh, is why is, the pimp and hoe thing such part of the culture in NorCal and in the Bay?
It's... It's just when it came about.
It's just something y'all do. It's like cars get made in Detroit, gumbo get made in Louisiana.
That's who the people see shining. That's who the young dudes see riding big whips, and the girls is looking good riding in Gucci and Louis and all that. So just over the years, like I say, once upon a time it was, I'm gonna sell dope, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. But then you start seeing other hustles that's getting money like that too, and you gravitating towards it. Man, who having the girls? Who having the money? That's like young people.
Right.
And up there, when you was a youngin' coming up, like what type of girls were you exposed to? Like what race were they?
Coming up, black girls and Mexican girls was predominantly in my area. Black girls, Mexican girls was the minority.
Sure enough. Now I've heard from other gentlemen, a white chick will let you pimp her, and a black chick will make you pimp her.
Most definitely.
Can you testify to this, or can you speak on it from experience?
I mean, it's just. For me, I hear people say that saying because a black girl is just always going to give you some rebuttal. She going to buck at you. She going to make you, let me see, you worthy of me, really, whatever the fuck. I don't give a fuck if your brother and sister. I know brothers and sisters, that sister going to stand up to you and try to fight you. What's happening? I want action. Give me that fade. It's just something, I don't know.
I think it's just it sounds to me like it's just how black women may carry themselves. Sisters will stand up.
They're a different kind of situation.
Shout out to all my black queens, especially my mom and my grandma.
But not to say that white girls are timid or Asian girls are timid or this or that, because I know a bunch of them that's completely with the shit in every aspect of everything they do. But it's just some people. And I might get criticized for this, are just combative individuals. You understand me? And that's just what it is. I love my mama, my aunties, my all that. But I would never want to fuck with a woman like any of them, because they go hard in the paint on everything. Everything, let's max it out. We can't just have an argument and be cool. Hell no, let's tear up all this shit. Fuck. It's just like a max out on every situation. And I got partners that have a gang of black hoes, and they have to beat them up sometimes, knock them out, this, that. And I'm like, why go to that? Man, she going hard. She acting a fool. She start picking up shit. I'm like, what the fuck?
Right.
I don't do that.
I mean, it's never a situation, no matter the color, it's never a situation you want to find yourself in.
I don't want to be hands-on with no situation. Not my family members or nothing. And I got cousins right now. I can call my female cousin. We'll get in an argument. She'll be like, nigga, pull up. What's up? I'm just going to whoop your motherfucking ass.
Got the ovaries for it.
But that's just how they feel. And it's been like that through all aspects of my life. Even my mom, you know what I'm saying? When I was growing up, my mom was the most gangsterous motherfucker I know. Bounce out with the chop, what's happening? Lay some shit down, shoot up the block, get in the car and drive off type shit. I've seen this in the back seat with my juice box. It's just what it is. So
really, back seat with the juice box, man.
And that's real life.
I'm a 90s baby, so it would have been back seat with the Capri Sun.
Yeah, that is real life. Hey, mom to bounce out and do a fool.
Well, let me ask you this. Speaking of your mom, she was on, your family's on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta.
Right now, today.
You coming from the streets, how did you respond to that, that lights, camera, action shit, them being in the TV industry?
Well, like I say, I come up under my mom, you know what I'm saying?
Nice.
Anything I've ever done, first lick, first dope I sold, my mama gave it to me, so she was the gateway to
running the family.
She was the gateway to me doing everything. So you know me, I love my mama to death. I all hands down for her. But
when they first got on Love and Hip Hop, they called us the Mob Family.
Yeah, we was the Mob Family and the
they tried to like put me all over.
That's how Kendra got her first 20,000-30,000 followers from Love and Hip Hop trying to blast her. Mm-hmm. Oh, we don't know who it is. But
well, let me ask you this, Kendra. Being in the XXX industry. Mainstream opportunities, when they come across your desk, people's reaction to them, oh my God, she does porn. You're not getting the same opportunities. How does that make you feel? And then what's your response to that? What do you do to combat that?
So
that's probably a reason we're not a major cast member on Love and Hip Hop right now.
One of the so when they came out on Love and Hip Hop and they were talking about, they're the Mob Family and this and that, like all the shit was laid out about the America's Most Wanted with his mother and just brothers. Everybody was on America's Most Wanted. Okay, it was just ridiculous. I wasn't on there. Nobody was on there, but they were there, right? But then they want to put me on every blog that they can about, oh my God, she's a sex worker and she's this and she's that and she's a porn star.
And they didn't know if she messed it with me or with my brother Scrap. So they was like, we don't know which one of the sons she fooled with.
So then it was like, I woke up and I literally had 40,000 followers overnight.
Like
and
had
I'm
5,000 followers.
Yeah, you said you went from just 2K followers to like...
It was insane. So he calls me and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck is going on. Like my Instagram is blowed up overnight. Like I don't know what's going on. And then people that I know started sending it to me, and I didn't really know how to react. I'm like, oh my God, I'm devastated for like 4 days. I was crying, and then I was just like, you know what?
I said they blowing you up right now.
It's only gonna get bigger from here, and literally, it has only gotten bigger from there. So you know, at this point in my career, I really don't care what people say about
Shout
me.
out to the blogs.
Yeah, it was a bunch of them.
That's what I came from, baby.
Shout out to
Traditional
the
hip hop
blogging
blogging, underground rap. That's where I come from.
Because sometimes the person just needs to know, because stories are genuine. So when they say they went to looking into it, now they're investigating, dang, oh, her son is in jail. Dang, she riding for her son. She going to visit him. So then it turned into a hoorah campaign because she went up to the jailhouse seeing me.
Yeah,
I was in
and
prison.
he was far,
it just turned into
I mean, it was turning heads, but like I'm wondering if I'm the producer, I'm thinking, hey, this is going to be really good content. This is going to be really interesting. But honestly, they were probably insecure because you were probably going to outshine them.
Yeah.
You got white girl.
Stole the words out of my mouth.
Like, you don't want to.
Yeah.
That show is this kind of show. You know, even though it's been white girls in and out the show, there's never been a major focus. Never been a major focus on them. So
let me ask you this, and forgive me if you ain't comfortable answering this, Stay Ready. But what did you get incarcerated for?
Which time?
Well, you went to jail at age 18.
I went to jail at 18. I went to jail for robbery. I was most definitely dope boys. Whoever you had it, I was laying it down.
And that was the 10-year stint.
That was when I got.
Wow.
They gave me 11 years,
so,
4 months for
man, it
robbery,
had to be really tough on you mentally to be in jail pretty much your entire 20s. Such a developmental time in a man's life.
I was in prison from 18 to 28.
This man still washes his drawers out in the shower. Okay, we argue about this, and I'm like, bruh, you are just not in jail anymore. Stop it.
I mean, it's got to be traumatic, man, because that's so much. The brain isn't developed until like 25.
I'm gonna keep it 100. I feel
me.
like if I wouldn't have went to prison then, I would have got killed or got a life sentence.
Really? So it protected you.
I was with the pistol.
Yeah,
I was
pistol
big
packing,
with the
never
gun.
lacking.
I was most definitely big with the gun shit. Richmond was one of them kind of cities. We were shooting at each other weekly, so it was. I would have had a body around there that they knew about or something. So it was ugly. So, I mean, I'm glad they got me for what they got me for. I feel like, and then when they gave me that time, and I'm going to jail at 18 years old, and I'm getting in there seeing people that know my daddy and shit, and I'm seeing other dudes like, dang, you so and so, and he like, yeah, I got 50 years. I got 50 years. I've been gone 5-6 years. I got a 50.
I could never imagine, man.
I'm seeing dudes. I'm 19. I'm 18, 19 now, and I'm seeing dudes like 23, 24 that I ain't seen in a while. I'm like, what's up? Where you been? I've been here this whole time. Wait, what? How long you got? I got 60 years.
Shit,
so
60.
I'm never gonna see you again. So it became real to me that I got to do something different. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So,
and looking back on those times, I mean, your life has changed night and day. You know, what do you like most thankful for?
I ain't had a pistol ever since I came home from the penitentiary, unless it was something super serious. I've never tried to own one or any of that from coming home from the penitentiary, because my lifestyle I chose to live from there didn't require me to have no gun. You know what I'm saying? I came home, I was only dealing with females. It didn't require me to have no gun to do what I do.
I think we met, like, what, a year after?
We met at...
Yeah, and then he chased me for like a year and a half.
On him. No, you know, but...
Until I finally gave in.
Kendra, I have a question about your early days. You became a mom as a teenager, like 14.
Yes.
You know, tell us how hard that was, you know, to be a teen mom and then, you know, raising a family and as you get older.
So...
It kind of feels like, you know, you're... Sorry to ramble, but it kind of feels like, you know, you're a young woman raising a young woman.
No, definitely. You know? Me and Venus definitely grew up together. I say it all the time.
That's my dog.
Thank God for my mom. You know, like my mom really helped with her a lot. And I got married when I was 16 to my ex-husband, and we were together until I was about 18, almost 19. And then when I left, I just was like fucking wild. So I also have a son that he doesn't really like for me to bring him up too much. But I also have a son with my ex-husband, and he's 20. So both of my children, you know, it was a little rough. I dropped out of school, you know.
Yeah.
I only finished 8th grade. But I've never went back to school. I need
That was
to.
my next question.
I say it all the time. I need to, but I've never went back to school.
Smart as a whip.
But check this out. I have street smarts. I am a very, like, I understand business. I've worked at a bank before without having my diploma. Like, you know, so I've had like
That's amazing to
other
me in itself.
jobs. So I've done other things outside of this industry, but you know, when I became a sex worker, like I never looked back. I left my whole life like to do this. My whole other life, I should say. My square life, because that's what it is.
That's what they call it.
Yeah.
So
The vanilla world.
one thing I've always like admired about y'all is that you are still very family oriented through like, you know, the
We
ups
out
and
here
downs.
right now behind an AAU
Yes.
tournament. My daughter got a tournament tomorrow and Sunday.
Yep.
I love
In
it.
Orange
She
County.
does.
So how do
Sixth
you,
grade.
How do you balance, you know, all that you do in the XXX world and the content world as entrepreneurs, working your asses off, and then come home and be mom, dad, and stepdad?
It's
and
not a
things?
balance. You just handle your business. You know,
It's just
people
like a
say
regular
that.
job.
Yeah, you know, we
Yeah.
get up and go to work. My daughter go to school. She got basketball practice every day,
But guess what?
Monday through Friday.
We can take time off anytime we want to, and we don't have a set schedule. And if I need to be somewhere, I can be there. Like I don't ever have to say like, oh, I can't come in because my boss won't give me the time off.
No,
like
yeah.
no,
We get
I
money, I
can
can
be
pull up.
wherever I need to be at any time for my children on call 24/7.
So it's super flexible.
Oh
you know?
yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
You know,
I couldn't imagine like having any other job, and I'm 36, you know, like I couldn't imagine having any other job than what I do right now. Even like with everything that I went through last year, with like me being robbed and going through that, and then you know, I don't know if you saw that on my Instagram and all
I definitely
that.
did. I listened to that in your interview with Riley.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about that experience, because you know so many of the girls who I interview, you know, they do escort, and I'm always kind of worried for them because you know,
Right.
how is that screening process for you, Kendra? Like,
Man,
It don't matter. It don't matter how you screen.
Yeah.
'Cause when the motherfucker want to do the food, they gonna come do the food.
and that's exactly what happened to me. And then he surely had few choice words when he walked out of my room about, yeah, next time you need to ask for references and instead of screening the way that you do. Well, thanks, sir, for your great, you know, telling
so
me
the
how
nigga
to
robs you, and then he wants
Yeah.
to criticize, you know, how you could have
How'd you
prevented
screen?
it.
Yeah. Oh, thanks so
And
much. you
after
know?
he Zelled himself money and cashed up himself money directly to
Oh,
his
he left a
personal
digital
name.
paper trail?
Oh, he
Yeah.
surely did.
So
he
you
was
got- so
real.
he got caught.
We knew where he lived before the police knew where he lived.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, he's facing a lot of time. He was already sentenced in the other cases that he was in.
He was like a
But,
serial robber. He was just
yeah.
robbing Instagram models.
Yeah.
Wow, a
He
serial robber.
was.
Yeah,
he
he was
was.
robbing Instagram models. A bunch of them.
So,
Even like
you know,
3 or 4 that we know.
And I say it all the time. It wouldn't have mattered what I would have asked him for, obviously, unless it was some references, which I don't really do. So it wouldn't have mattered. I could have asked him for a deposit. He knew he was getting it back. Period.
Let me circle
So-
back to your time, like in the game, doing the pimp and hoe thing. Best and worst blades. I know you've probably been cross country.
I've been,
Oh
what?
my
I'm
God.
the king of cross country.
Blade
What?
help over here, y'all.
The king of cross country.
Break it on down, man.
Yeah,
Best and worst.
when it comes, I'm still right now today.
From
The
the
pimp
Figueroas
code.
to the Ocean
They
Drives, man.
call
What
me
up-
today to ask where to go.
And before you answer that, dog, I love that line you
Yeah,
said. They used to call me the blimp pimp because I had the big hoe.
Oh, he did.
Hey, and I
Classic.
out trapped everybody with her. But I'm gonna say this.
But so best and
no,
worst around
best-
America.
Best and worst around the map. Harbor for sure is one of the best and worst. You'll get a bag of money. That's right here in Orange County, California. Harbor is one of the best and worst. A girl can get a ton of money, but if she don't know how to move right, the Mexicans gonna split her head
Scary.
over there. It's a scary track, but a girl can get a ton of money. Shit, E14 in Oakland. Goddamn, a girl can get a ton of
Oh,
money if
yeah.
she's out there working.
And
If
you
she-
know I first heard about that through that D-Lo song. I love you, you bitch, but you
Yeah.
played me. You
Hey,
know?
E14 you'll get a gang of money if you trapping, but if you out there playing, you ain't gonna get no dough.
That was probably one of my favorite
Okay.
tracks.
San
For
Francisco,
sure.
you'll get a ton of money if you trapping. I don't care if you're on the cap side or if you on the Hyde and Jones all up on the top side.
Yeah.
You'll get a gang of money if you trapping. But if you're out there playing, I mean, I can't really say that.
Oh,
I had a
Escondido.
couple of people in my lifetime that get a gang of dough just on the blade. And
Escondido was great.
Escondido towards in between
Remind me where
Oceanside
Escondido
and
is
San
again?
Diego.
San Diego, right.
You know, down that way. Escondido. It was a little circle. You walked in a square. Man, oh my God. Escondido was amazing. I mean, this is just, I ain't even got out of California yet.
Take me, if I was your dash cam in the car, when you drop her off at the Blade, what is the P doing during the time she's working?
It depends on where we at, what Blade.
Well, wait a second. If we're in 2021,
2021.
2023.
We 2021, 2023. I'm on the couch with it. I'm at the
They're playing
Thinking
video
that
games.
London drugs law.
I don't play video games.
She on the
No.
Blade
I'm
in the
just
house,
saying.
real
I
boss
don't play
like.
video games, but
Your
I'm at the house.
friends.
Back in the day.
Well, I play video games, and my black ass would have been on Super Smash Bros. While she's working.
Well, back in the day, on a Harbor Blade, I stayed around because it was real activity. The Mexicans was around, so I was either up and down at a pool hall or some on Harbor playing pool just close by. I'm stepping out every hour or so, hitting the Blade, riding
At
up
the
and
gas
down,
station,
just seeing
harassing
what's going
girls.
on. Most definitely jumping out, sweating
Yeah.
the deck.
I remember early one morning a few months ago.
Sunset.
I was on my way to work, and I'm coming down Western. I saw a bunch of dudes just outside
Western.
7-Eleven. I'm like, what the fuck is these
Yep,
dudes
that's
doing?
what it was.
No,
I
most
saw
definitely.
I saw a
It's
hoe
most
in
definitely.
a lime green thong just running across the street. I'm like, damn, this
Pimp
fucking
congregation.
on a
Yeah.
Sunday morning, the Lord's Day.
Most definitely. It
They
don't
were
matter.
congregating, I'm
Every
telling you,
day.
them congregation.
Every day. But like I say, we ain't even got out of California yet. And you
Right.
got
There's so many
California,
tracks
you got,
out here.
even on Southern California, we got Harbor, you got Ontario, Holt. Then you got Corona, you got goddamn me. It just go on and on.
So there's all these
University
pockets up and down
here, there.
SoCal.
We ain't even got out of LA.
No, we ain't even got out-
Sepulveda,
okay.
Here, there. It's go on and on. Century. I know every blade that probably exists. I don't give a damn what nobody say. Leaving here, Bakersfield, Fresno, Santa Maria. It is go on and on.
So
You just
true or
go-
false? Wherever there's a city, there's a Blade.
Wherever
Or
there's a
hood.
street, there's a Blade.
I done made up blades. I'm looking at the traffic and see a hotel or two. I had this one little black broad. She was my rider, and she would bounce out anywhere and get waving for me. I'd be like, bounce out right here and waving. Let's see what it look like. 15 minutes. I'm busy. I'm getting a hotel room. Everybody get out. Let's go.
So now, were there times where like the police would sweat you, or you're trying to get a room, and then they would like detect, I think this dude's up to some illegal activity? Like,
We was in West Palm Beach. I mean, what's this place out here where the casinos is at out here?
When you said West Palm Beach.
No,
you're
West
not
Palm
in
Beach. I'm not in Florida. Good the hell is it?
Palm Springs.
Palm Springs. We was in Palm Springs on some working on a service type shit. And I'm in the car. We all in the car. We hitting the cone. I think I was like 3-4 deep. We riding. And I'm on the street. I see. Bounce out and start waving around there. She bounced out, get
Please
the
don't
waving.
bring up people's names.
I ain't gonna say their names. She called it
Look,
their
leave
it
that if you want.
digs at
That's why we don't do this
Hey,
shit live.
as soon as I mention their name, they start calling me and then my Instagram.
Do not
So they gonna
say
mention
their
name.
names.
But-
What'd you say on the witness protection program?
So she bounced out, start waving. That's the story I was telling you. Caught a date in 15 minutes. Got done with that one. She did a car date, bounced right out of that one, caught another date in about 5-10 minutes. I say, fuck that shit. We get in the room. She was still walking and waving. The rollers, this is what, 12 years ago. She's still walking, waving. The rollers pulled up on her and say, no, we shut this shit down around here over 18
And
years
we're
ago.
not going
We're
for
not
it.
letting it
Get
back
outta
started.
here.
She called me and say, this used to be a real blade. The rollers just pulled up and said, get up out of here. But it look a certain way. You know, the street look a
could
certain
just
way. You got
tell.
the mosey-hosey motels. It's a look about it.
Listen, we've caught dates out of Walmart, the truck
that
stop,
became a
the
thing.
gas station.
That became a
wherever.
thing to me. I
Yeah.
used to tell the girls, look, if you can catch a date in a strange place, y'all can have the money. I just want you to know that you
So
can catch a
would you
date
just
anywhere.
be walking down the
Going
home
in the
appliance
gas
aisle, or
station. Going
like,
in the gas
If you
station.
don't see this ass, okay, you don't think men follow me around in Walmart? My daughter gets so
Perverts.
fucking mad.
She like the
will
Karate
walk
Kid up in
behind
that
me
bitch.
and be like, "You looking at my mom's butt? What's up?"
shit.
Oh my
Bodyguard.
God, she's
My daughter
not
not
playing.
playing. She
and she's
Karate
way
Kid.
taller than me. You know, she's like, she used to tell him when she was small. I remember this one guy. It was so funny. He was like, "Can I have your number?" She was like, "I'll tell my dad, and I know karate." And he was like, I don't want no problems, young lady, you know, messing with her.
That's super
but
cool. She
like,
stood up for
she
you.
was not playing with
Yeah,
nobody.
my daughter
she,
is the queen cock blocker in both ways. For her, for me, for girl flirting with me anywhere.
my
She be like, I'm
God.
letting mom know. Like,
well,
she busting it out.
Speaking of Venus, I listened to, again, many of your other interviews, and you said you were not happy when you found out she was doing porn as well. So, can you speak on that and like kind of clear up any rumors or any things about, a mom who has
I'll go for it. You go.
Yeah.
this, and then a child who is, well, she's 21 now, so
she's
not a child,
22.
22.
She turned 22. She'll be 23 this year. But, Venus was living at home, not living at home, but she was living by herself. She had her own home. She had her own car. She was going to school. She was going to cosmetology school. I was paying for her school, and she was paying for her apartment and, being responsible and trying to be an adult. It's hard when your mom has always took care of you your whole life and you've had every fucking thing that you wanted. Okay.
Right.
So it was difficult for her. And then it was like being a burden for me. She felt like I feel like this is why she started doing it, because my grandma got sick. So when that happened, she was like, hid it from me. She hid it from me that she started an OnlyFans. Now, everybody that was around us in our circle knew what was going on, but I was like left out. Stay Ready didn't know, and I didn't know.
Did you feel like people kind of around you in the circle kind of hid it from you, like not knowing how would you react to it?
Not really, just feeling like it wasn't really their place to say.
Yeah,
I see. Yeah, because you guys at the end of the day are parents.
Because they know we
Right.
super open to every, what's going on.
Right.
Come bring it to the table.
I mean, y'all seem like y'all be the coolest parents in the world.
I mean, that's just the
to
kind
an
of
extent.
relationship we got. I tell V, I used to tell her in the early stages when she was a teenager in high school, like, look, she used to be like, oh, my mom won't let me do nothing, da, 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 da. And I say, look, baby.
Because I'm super strict.
Don't get the...
I don't want my kids to be teen parents,
don't
like,
get the sneaking
no.
and doing. And then I always keep it 100. I give her examples. I say, so say this. Say you going to your friend's house, but then y'all go to the mall. I say, now you at the mall and somebody harassing y'all and you in a situation, a dangerous situation. And I say, but now you feel like you can't call home because you're not
supposed
where
to be
you're
at your
supposed to
friend's
be.
house. Right.
I say, that's how shit lead to bullshit. I say, so we ain't gonna have that kind of relationship. Let's
Right.
keep it on the table. Tell us what's happening. And you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know we gotta learn different shit. You gotta experience things, but just keep it with us real so you ain't never in a
So
situation.
then it was
See, I'm not a
Can't
parent, but I
call
definitely
home.
want kids one day, so I'm definitely taking notes.
So then it was okay, let me hide it from mom, and then I'm just going to tell my stepdad. Like, it
Yeah,
was,
she'll tell me,
So-
and I tell her, and I let her, hey, okay, do this, go do this, blah, blah, blah. I try to maneuver because she was extra strict. She had a baby at 13.
14.
So she was extra strict. So I had to be like, go ahead, B.
But people always say, like, oh, like, we're pimping our daughter out, or,
Hell
Venus and her mom filmed together.
Never.
They're nasty.
Never
I've
happened.
never seen my daughter have sex, not on camera, not on a website, not in person. I will not do it.
Because
It's
many of the
fucking
people
gross.
who sent us Instagram questions for tonight were like, "Oh, she does scenes with."
She
her
don't.
No, I
daughter."
do
She
not.
don't
Can you
even.
clear
She
that up,
won't even
please?
Yeah,
look at the content.
Of course. I won't even look at my daughter's content, period. And not only that, Venus's content has been completely removed off of OnlyFans, Girls Gone Wireless website, and everything, because Venus wants to focus on her music, and
was gonna
she
bring
is
that up next.
no longer
said she
doing
cool.
porn.
She said, I'm
And
cool. I don't
she
want to do
said,
it
I went through my whole phase and
just
I'm good.
Sorry to interrupt. I just hear that whole, "Hey, you're grounded, young lady."
anymore. She said, hey,
You know?
she got no boyfriend.
Right. So she does music.
She does
Yeah,
do
you put her in
music.
artist development
Yeah,
camp.
so Venus was in artist development. We paid so much money for that when she was 13. Venus has music videos, but
Got music on Apple Music
she
right
does
now.
have Apple Music, but that's
don't
not
have to
her
speak
name.
on
She
it.
goes by another
So-
name in the hip hop world. What is that?
So
What's
her
stage name?
pop name used to be Callie. So she does have a song out there in the, she
Universe
hates
under that name.
song. She's gonna kill me.
Yeah.
But in Apple Music, her song is Callie, Perfect Reality. That is on Apple Music. You can find her there. But her name now is Venus.
Venus.
And
She got 2, 3, 4 new songs.
we're going to be
that will
releasing some
coming out.
music, and we're excited about it. She just finished with one of her songs that we're going to be releasing pretty soon.
Amazing.
We are.
So when you say weird, is it like Girls Gone Wireless Records or?
No.
She don't want to come out under that, so we gonna put a family label type
Yeah.
situation together because
Yeah.
we most definitely got 4, 5, 6 songs together. Her mom helps her collab with songwriting. They all musically inclined and do so.
We wrote a
we
lot
all
of
be
her
in the
stuff.
studio together, so we all
sure.
contribute
Together.
to the
So
writing
Stay
and
Ready.
doing.
You've rapped before? You do music?
My family do music. Like I say, we all musically inclined. I be in the studios with my brothers.
He raps, he messes around, but he doesn't like take it serious or anything like that.
Just play with it because we got studio equipment at the house right now. All the shit.
Gotta stay ready. You know?
Get ready. Something happen with your deck.
Yeah, I love the creative and entrepreneurial spirit between all of y'all.
We got a food truck.
Right,
I mentioned the food truck.
I was gonna bring that up. Yeah, the hibachi truck, right?
Yes, Twerkibatchi Grill.
Yeah,
That'll be up and running
come
next
to Vegas,
month.
pull up. We'll be on the road next month.
Sure will.
Yeah, next time I'm in Vegas, I'm definitely pulling up on y'all to do the food
Hopefully
vlog.
I have somebody on the roof twerking for you.
Sure enough. Okay. Well, while we're on the topic of music, one of the Instagram question was like, who are some of the rappers y'all are listening to these days?
Well, I don't really
Favorite
listen
rappers.
to rap music.
Yeah, you
anymore.
like country
I
more,
like
right?
country music, so I would say my favorite.
You gotta tune in when I get Thick Lizzy tomorrow. Then
I'm country out.
Yeah, he hates it. My kids
like
hate
a
it
couple
too.
country
I don't
songs.
care.
I know hella
So
country songs.
Stay Ready took me to Luke Combs
I took her
for
to Luke Combs
for our
concert.
anniversary. He surprised me. I was
One
so
great thing
excited.
I got something that night.
And then Morgan Wallen, but you go ahead because they don't know, they want rappers. So go ahead.
They don't know none of the rappers. I listen to pimp music. That's it. I got the Bay Boys in my playlist. I listen to what I can relate to. All that other shit I don't know nothing about. I like some of the baby songs, Lil Baby, whatever. But I listen to shit. I'm Bay Area shit. I listen to Richmond music.
yeah, like Blaster, he's out of Richmond.
I listen to
That's the
Richmond
same.
music.
If
I
I
got
do
the Bay
listen,
Boys in my
I listen to
my
the Bay Boys,
playlist.
too.
I got Mozzie. I got
Yeah,
So I
I
met
love
Mozzie.
Mozzie.
I
Shout out
got
him.
I got Nefta Pharaoh. I'm on
Dope. I fuck with Neff.
I'm on all the young Bay dudes that's turned up, hyphy.
Don't forget, Hit a Slim.
Hit a Slim, my nigga. Hit a Slim. That's like my brother.
E40 and Too Short.
Yeah,
Of course.
Hit a Slim is on E40 label. So
Yeah.
Jay Worthy and Larry June.
Yeah. That's what I'm on. I'm messing with nothing but what's the other youngster I like that be with that's Nefta Pharaoh and the other one with the dress. Oh, OMB Peasy. I fuck with OMB Peasy.
And we gon' ride through that pussy.
Yeah,
Black
yeah,
one.
yeah.
Let them have it.
I'm on that kind of music, but outside of that, I listen to XM radio, whatever they got going, but I ain't a big fan of none of that.
Cool.
I'm with the underdog to win, man. I'm promoting the underdog.
Always.
That's what it is
Always,
about.
I always got some local music in my
Always
somebody
with the underdog.
because I know a lot of big name people that have music execs and all kind of shit that jump in my car and I force them to listen to
Oh
my
my gosh.
put my partners
Listen,
on right
he made me so mad. So we're filming. I'm upstairs filming with Gucci Berry and Subgirl yesterday or the day before. I think that
and
was
there
when
was
we
some
were doing the long
motherfuckers
neck video.
downstairs that was acting like they was tapped in the music industry.
yeah.
Guess what I threw on?
Venus.
Flytrap. Listen to this shit.
Loud
Ain't
as
that
shit.
a bitch?
Shit go harder. Yo,
Bruh, we're filming. What are you
I
doing?
don't give a fuck. Y'all acting like y'all got some connects. Listen to this right the
We
fuck
interrupt
now.
this
Bam.
scene for a
We
special-
interrupt this program. Listen to this shit.
I'm like, we're not here for that right
And they
now.
was like, damn, that's good. That's not mixed and matched. I said, that's fresh off the
They
studio.
was like,
That's
damn,
my
son,
baby.
where'd you find this?
Hey, man, I'm always promoting the family and my partners at all times. I don't give a fuck. Whenever the
sure.
opportunity comes for me to give one of my people a shout out or a piggy boost or a pull up, I'm doing that shit. I don't give a fuck. Well, we could be at the president's dinner. If they start saying, yeah, we needed a guy to do
my
a
God.
website. Hey, man, I got my nigga Jay Play Hard. He'll hook you right up. He'll have your shit set up.
Plug, yo.
No, for sure. Jay, shout out to
Fuck
Jay.
that.
He does
Shout out
all
to
of
Jay
our
Play Hard.
shit.
Listen, if a motherfucker
Right,
say,
he's the webmaster.
I'm jumping
He is.
in
He
there.
is Girls Gone Wireless webmaster. He
Yeah.
he uploads and he edits all of our stuff. Thank
You
God
need
for
somebody
Jay.
to get your videos up, get you on some platforms
Yeah.
you ain't never been before.
Yeah.
For sure.
Jay Play
'Cause I
Hard
remember
is
when
man. PMG girls, y'all tap in. That's my guy.
Because I remember when Jay Playhard got down with the thickness, I said, in addition to loving sex, if you're in the porn industry, what is something else you must love? And
Yeah.
he's like, sitting at a computer screen.
That's what he
Yeah,
fuck
he
with.
does.
He there all day.
He is.
Very dope. Okay. Let's take a Instagram question. Last Dragon 3311 wants to know, will you ever have a Girls Gone Wireless event in LA?
Ooh.
We get asked that a lot. LA is most definitely on the radar. When we think of West Coast, we think of LA, Vegas, Arizona as really the only selections.
Shout out to Arizona.
They're the best with the Airbnb
Few
game.
protectors
For
out there for
sure.
sure.
So we Vegas, Arizona. You know what it comes down to? The best Airbnb we could find.
I see.
That's what it comes down to. The biggest house we can find. They got all the amenities. They got the pool. They got the arcade rooms. They got this. They got that. So it all boils down to So when we doing West Coast, we look in Vegas, we look
And
Arizona, we look LA, and whatever we
That's
find
the
the best
biggest
situation.
reason why we haven't been to like New York area because we
of
get
the
that
fucking
constantly.
Airbnbs.
Yeah.
Like
'Cause
all
it's like, you know,
the East Coast,
It couldn't be in the 5 boroughs if you were going to do
my
a
The East
God,
Coast
it's
is trash for Airbnb.
Everything is
Yeah.
just so
You have to
small
do it way out in
there,
Jersey or something, or PA.
Listen, we've
Kinda
looked.
weird.
We've looked.
We
There's
look-
really
we
not
look
anything
PA,
big
Jersey.
enough for us. Like
You're
it's
not
crazy.
gonna get what you get in Orlando.
Yeah,
Las
Orlando has
Vegas,
been, like, the
Arizona.
best.
Because I think the nicer the weather, you know, the better the hospitality industry is.
And then like, the Orlando Airbnbs are just amazing because they have so many. It's like you'll have houses that have like themed rooms and then regular rooms, or
It's
like a
built for
whole
Disney.
themed house, or like it's built for like families to go there. So they always have like 11, 12, 15 bedrooms, and you're like, what the hell? This
Yeah.
house? Like the last house we rented was 7,000 square feet. It was 11 bedrooms, I think 13 bathrooms. It was crazy. So it
Want
just
more?
gives
Most definitely.
it just gives everyone, more creative ability to be able to create different things when you have different areas, themed rooms, arcades,
and from
this
new
and that.
and from new creators. I got a compliment from a new creator that came to our event for the first time. And she's a big name person. I ain't gonna even mention the name, but she said, I just wanted to say, I've been to a lot of different events and this and that, and she said, I want to commend you guys on like the house selection. You didn't pick nothing small and try to cram everybody in to save some money. You really went above and beyond.
I'm just imagining like an XXX version of House Hunters, the way they pick these Airbnbs.
She was like, you guys really, and she say, I attend a ton of events, and this was amazing.
So you get favorable reviews. That's dope.
It's
she was
definitely a process of picking the
It's a
house.
process.
It is a whole process for sure.
We like everything. Like even like now, we like, is we going for elegance or backyard?
Yeah.
So it's a. Do we want a big backyard or we want like elegant features in the house, like chandeliers?
And
or
what's
this and that?
funny
So,
is like this time at GGW, our air conditioner went out, and I was
no.
so
Oh,
scared.
my God.
Right? I was so scared,
I had
and I was
so
like,
many new people at the event. I'm like,
I was like, oh my God, it's so hot downstairs, and I'm like telling him, I'm like, fuck, what are we gonna do? Like, it's
we were
so
scared to call
hot,
the maintenance
right?
people because
I'm
motherfuckers
like-
walking around naked and
I'm
shit.
like, okay, fuck this. We're gonna call them, and then when they get here, we're gonna tell everybody that they can't film while the guy's here, right?
Man, the maintenance man came in there. He was so lit. He didn't want to
He
leave.
was, like,
was
walking
taking pictures
around,
with
like,
motherfuckers
yeah, he
on
said-
titties and shit. This shit got lit.
My man took an extended break to
So
just
he
hang
said
out,
he had to come back the next day to do the part or whatever, and he says, hey, I don't mean to be weird or anything, but can I get a picture with all of you guys? My friends are never going to believe this. And I'm like, fuck yeah, come on.
All
this
the
is
girls
so
got on
cool.
the couch with him and shit.
Yeah,
took
that's
pictures.
awesome.
titties on
It
his
was hella
head.
dope.
It was so fun.
Legendary.
But, yeah.
That's so cool.
He was like, y'all coming back hitting me. He gonna give him up a good jug on the house or something. I'm ready.
Let me ask you about the vernacular of the game, and literally what I mean is the phrase, the game.
Okay.
Do you believe that saying that kind of downplays the line of work that is? Like
Now,
it just softens the blow?
I'm gonna say this. I've said since she'll tell you. I've said it from the beginning. I say this ain't no game to me. This is my life. And it's real life, and I take it serious as fuck. I'm not out here playing. I've been saying that for 18, 19 years. Oh, I'm in the game. I'm not in a game. This is my real motherfucking life. I'm out here every day trying to have at it. I'm not playing. So I don't know why people call it that, because I'm in disagreement with that. This is not a game. This is motherfuckers' real lives. This is young ladies' real life that they invest in and taking risks every day, especially
But for
when they,
some people, it is a game,
when they
you
giving
know?
some ism some money. I'm giving you my money every day. Please do the right shit with it.
Yeah.
So then when they not, now it's a game.
Now
Now,
it's a
we
game.
playing. Now it's some
Yeah.
bullshit. Now it's some fuckery. I don't want to play with nobody. You understand me? I don't. And I've had my flaws and I've made my mistakes along the way. I've had a big flaw.
Ups, downs, and
You understand
turnarounds.
me? So shaking that or getting rid of that or trying, just trying to make a motherfucker life better, but most definitely never not playing.
So
No
from
one
when
is
you were
perfect,
coming up
right?
to today, like what are some of the things that have changed from like the way you saw pimping and hoeing growing up in the rich to how it is today in 2023?
I'm gonna say,
Well, it's not really a part of our day-to-day life anymore that.
It ain't our day to day. We haven't really been active in that lifestyle as far as having hoes and different shit like that. It's been 6, 7, 8.
No, I understand
7
that, but
years.
like at the time
But
you was
just
doing it
watching
like
it and seeing now,
with one foot out the door, like
I'm gonna say
seeing people you may know now.
no, most
Okay.
definitely. I'm gonna say I got some partners right now that's still old school. They go to the blade every day, and I've told them, hey, man, they got the internet shit going, man. You can get you on the internet, do this, hook her up with this and that. They don't got no OnlyFans. They girls still don't got no
Crazy.
Instagrams and Facebooks. It's like the Stone Ages. They just we still stomp down. I set her down every day. She ain't on no Instagram. She ain't on no Facebook. I still got partners like that, and I still got, and I know guys now that's solely internet and do half-seas or this or that, or it's just different, It's so
definitely
much stuff
different.
that's accepted now. Like, people take half a girl's money and make deals with them or this or that or whatever they call it or whatever they do. But it's most definitely not how it was when I started out.
How do you feel like you come from that lifestyle yet you see like pimping in popular culture being like, you was like, oh, you doing your thing, you being the man, you having it your way, like pimping, like the 50 Cent and Snoop song
say
to,
that
Pimp Juice, Nelly.
If you travel all the way back
Yeah.
from the beginning, you see the rappers and everything have always generated to that lifestyle.
Yeah,
Like,
rappers, comedians, all types of entertainers.
E40 asked one of
Yeah.
my partners, you understand me, Brimstone. They at the studio and shit. 40 asked that way. He said, "Hey man, how do you have a girl go out and sell her pussy and give you the money?" You know what I'm saying, me? And same thing with me and Raleigh Rapper said. You ask her to. Just ask. Hey, I'm doing this. You doing that? Hey, would you do that with me? Let's do it together. Let's get some money together.
Again, good communication is
Good
always like a
communication.
mantra on
Yeah.
thickness protection program.
Yeah.
And what's changed about the lifestyle is back in the early day, it was face up. Everything it wasn't no secrets. I'm not hiding nothing. Hey, man, this is what it is. I let this lady know, hey, this what's going on. Got this other girl coming. This what's happening. This what we doing. Boom, boom, boom. So she can have a choice to say, I don't want to do that. Wasn't no hiding. Wasn't no sneaking. This was happening.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I got this girl over here. She work at the bank, but she gonna fix her credit and do this.
That's
and
what
that,
I
and she
always
gonna-
found so amazing
It
because
was face up.
you think of these, like I watch a lot of Soft White Underbelly and you see the sex workers who have been on there, and often they are coming from these disadvantaged situations, these broken homes. But you said you've encountered women, who may work
I've had
great jobs with benefits and still want to, help
I've
for
had
you.
young ladies back in the day that mamas and shit worked at Fortune 5 companies, you understand me? And they trust funds and some more shit.
Yeah, who come from good homes, who
I want to go. I
graduate from
want
college.
to go do that. I want to go do that.
Yeah.
I want to, for you, right now, give you all the money. So it don't got nothing to do with no poverty or this or that or this or that. For the poverty situation, it turned into a hustling standpoint.
Yeah.
I could do this to get to
Away
not
from
be
that,
starving.
yeah.
I can do this to not be starving. This is mine. I can sell it and not be starving.
No, for real.
This
Because
is great.
I remember the first time that I ever turned my first trick, and that man gave me $500 to play with my titties, and that's what I made at the bank in a whole 2 weeks. And I was like,
What the fuck?
never working a regular job again. That's over.
Hi, welcome to Wells Fargo. How may I help you?
Listen,
Not again.
one and one makes two. I told Kendra we was on the verge of like trying to do like a documentary / series, not a documentary, because we was feeling some kind of way that every time a motherfucker portray pimping and hoeing in the media, they showing dope fiends and this and that, this and that. I'm like, that ain't really how it is.
No.
And
I mean, sometimes it is how it is, but it's not always like
that's
that.
not how it is.
It's not
in our
always
life.
bad.
You know, it ain't
Right.
always.
It's not. It hasn't been your
You know,
experience.
I've never had a young lady
Well,
on
I will
drugs
not
because
say,
I never accepted them.
Okay,
Well, to quote Bishop Don Magic Wand, dope in her brain fucks up your game.
no,
He wouldn't say
for
fucked up because
sure.
Bishop doesn't curse, I think, but messes up your game.
I've
Yeah.
never accepted a young lady that used drugs ever.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to be out finding drugs. I don't use drugs. Why I want to be out finding some meth or some heroin or some this or that? I don't do that. So I don't want that. I've
Right.
never. And if she told me she was on that, I say, young lady, I'm cool. You know what I'm saying?
This is
That
not
ain't what
for
I-
you.
this ain't-
Kendra, I want
that
to
ain't what
throw it
want.
to you on this next one. Let's get into my segment, Skin Deep. The tattoo on your belly of that green thing is fantastic.
Medusa.
What is that?
It's Medusa.
Okay, so you and Jaden Stone got a little Medusa thing.
Yeah.
Keyword Stone.
So
Nice.
yes. Well, I have always loved like Greek mythology, different gods. Like obviously, like I have all this Ganesh on my arm. I
Nice.
have the seeing eye. And then I was like, what can I get on my stomach? What can I get on my stomach?
Are you a Buddhist, by the way? With
I
the
am
Ganesh?
not.
Okay.
No, I am not. But what this God stands for is the reason why I got it. So it was like going through a hard time when Stay Ready was in jail, and my grandmother loved elephants, and I saw this tattoo, and I'm like, what does it stand for, right? What does it mean? Like what is it? So then I started reading about him, and he stands for like new beginnings and new starts and prosperity and like all of these good things. Like how he got the elephant head was his head got cut off, and then his father sewed the elephant head onto his body. So that's how,
Interesting.
Yeah.
See, I love tattoo culture, and I love a good story behind somebody's ink.
Yes. So then,
And my grandma likes elephants too, because she's a Delta.
so then the rest of this, like my tattoo guy was like, oh, you're going to get a half sleeve. Yeah, right. Whatever. Then he calls me like 3 months later, like, hey, I drew up the rest of that sleeve. Are you going to come over and get it? And I'm like, what? Shout out to him. He's in Vegas. Infamous Jones. He did this tattoo.
Infamous Jones.
So he finished the tattoo. This was all him. His creative, he's
His
like,
vision.
his vision. So I was with it when I went over there. But the Medusa, I've always kind of been drawn to her. And then it was kind of crazy. So like after I got my tattoo, I kind of like
Start looking her up, researching Medusa. Now what's what she find out?
now I find out that she, like, if you get a tattoo, it's like for people who have been sexually abused or have been raped or, like whatever. So I'm like, holy shit, like what? And like when I was a kid growing up, I went through shit that was not very nice, and I'm like, wow,
So it's like
okay, is that why I was drawn
subliminally-
to that? Is that
Boom.
why I wanted that on
That
my
made
body?
me ask Jada.
I was actually going to bring that up. The
That-
I Am
that-
Jada project.
No, that made me ask
Jaden.
Jaden. I'm sorry.
Jaden.
That
Yes.
made me ask Jaden about her tattoo. I won't say what she said, but from the information she told me,
Your daughter definitely needs to come back and get down with the thickness.
I
That
saw
she
the-
needs her own interview.
I saw the Medusa and
If
I
you're cool
said,
with it.
hey, did
Yeah, of
this
course.
happen to you type of situation, And we had a conversation about it, and I was like, dang, I was really intrigued of the information.
Because now I like look for it on
Yeah.
people to see. So then we can have conversations about the Medusa tattoo, like if that's why, Because
sure.
9 times out of 10,
if they say no,
yes.
and then they said no, but I never knew that too. The same way she never knew.
Yeah.
Your friend who passed away, and if I'm not mistaken, she took her own life, unfortunately. The
Yeah.
I Am Jada project.
Yeah.
You put that together. Can you speak on that?
Oh
Sorry,
man.
that's a hard one.
You want me to help you with that one?
I'm so sorry.
Okay. So Jada was most definitely a good friend of ours. It was like a fast relationship. We met her, and they kind of
I think
conversating.
we were friends for like
LaRon, do you have tissue?
maybe
Yeah.
like 8 months.
eight, 9 months, conversating and doing, and just like a friendship of they both, saw clients and different things like that. So they used to have conversations. Oh, where you at? Is it cool over there? Is it good over there?
Yeah.
This or that, and just kind of checking on each other. And one day she was calling her, she wasn't answering the phone.
No, it went further than that. It was like she started kind of telling me about like, what she
Personal
was going
shit.
on with her personal life, and I know that she like struggled with heroin and like drug addiction and shit. And I was like, listen, it's not worth it. Like, I know that you're going through whatever you're going through, but like it's not worth it. And
She was acting like she wanted to backslide,
yeah. And
She had been clean for like years.
she was taking Suboxone, and then I found out later on that like down the line, like she's like calling me asking me like, hey, do you know where I can get some pain pills for my surgery, because she was about to have surgery. So I feel like she stopped taking the Suboxone, she got on the pain pills, and I said, Jada, you know what that's gonna turn into? Don't do it. Like, you need to just get back on your Suboxone. You need to find a doctor that will give it to you. It's not hard. Like we were like going through we were going through the pandemic, so it became easier to get like mental health medication
online
and
like
also like MAT medication like Suboxone or methadone, things like this. Like these are all things that I know of because so many people DM me, and I just try to keep that information so I can help whoever needs the help, right?
Wow.
So I said I can try to help you find a doctor, so then that way when you go have your surgery, you know, we can like just be honest with them and be upfront, and then they should prescribe you the medicine that you're going to need after your surgery, and it should be fine. That's not what happened. So whatever happened, she started taking the other medicine. We had a conversation. A week later, we had another conversation, and I'm like, listen, it's not a good idea. I'm scared this is going to go another way, and I'm scared for you. Like, you need to get back on your medicine. Like, I'm not going to help you do that. Like, let's do the right thing. Like, let's not keep doing the wrong thing, right? And so...
Well, she had to get off the Suboxone or something to be able to do the surgery.
No, because she didn't have a doctor for it.
What I really wanted to commend you for, Kendra, was, you know, starting this initiative and this project. I just wanted to learn more about it. Where,
so many people
creators,
have reached out to us since then.
Who spoke about their own addictions and their own struggles with the I Am Jada hashtag.
Correct. So I, you know, like all of that happened. She ended up relapsing. And then I found her in the hotel room, like calling around different hotels trying to find out where she was at.
Wow.
So because we hadn't heard from her for 2 days. So it was like really hard on all of us, you know, coming from like our GGW family. And I just feel like people don't talk about mental health enough. Like even men, like I could not get any, and it makes me so sad because like a lot of the men that even we deal with, like they are on medication, and I could not get not one person to speak out about mental health, you know, and like it's so important in our community because I feel like a lot of girls come from trauma that are even in this industry, and we don't deal with it the proper way.
Absolutely.
You know, like we come...
No, I mean, I think, you know, worldwide, nationwide, people don't deal with it the right way.
Correct.
I think that's why there's so frequently these mass shootings.
You can't see.
Yeah.
You know? Oh, you look fine.
Right.
Yeah.
You know.
Nothing's wrong.
And, you know, I think as Black people, you know, we don't take therapy seriously enough. And, you know, I've been going to someone on and off for since I was in high school. I'm 30 now. So, you know, this is really a crucial thing that you do talk to somebody, and, you know, you can't pray it away. You can't, you can try, but like you can't drink it away, you can't smoke it away, you can't eat it away.
Most definitely, I feel like you have to take some kind of counsel. And I got a cousin that I call a lot on situations. Me and him, like, this been my road dog from, you know, beginning. He'll give it to me raw, you wrong, you right, whatever the fuck, in his opinion. But, and I call and we sit, you know, it be kind of early morning time. A lot of times she be asleep. I call, hey man, this what's going on. Woo, this how I'm feeling. What's happening, you know.
Yeah.
But
we have
everybody
it's
doesn't
important that we
always
have that
that
good cousin.
You most definitely have to take some
with.
counsel because it's just on our mind.
And everybody doesn't have that person, or like when you're in this industry, you don't really know like who you can and you can't talk to.
Who you can say
know?
something to because everybody want to blast.
You know, when I was younger, it was always like, okay, I need an adult to talk to who isn't a parent and who isn't a family member, just so like I can just be open and honest with somebody who's been there before and is a professional.
That's where it's at right now for my 12-year-old.
Right.
You know, she got a basketball coach that's one of her teachers, and she trains her on the side. You know what I'm saying? And she have called me and said, hey, I want to have a conversation with you about something Diva told me, just because it's just sometimes the parent, I just don't feel like you going to understand.
There's only so much to
feel like, I don't feel like I could tell you this.
Facts.
And I'm trying to tell my daughter, I'm the coolest motherfucker on the planet.
She don't think that. She don't think that.
She don't know what I've done. She don't know what I've done, what I've been through. But I had to reach out to her coach, like, hey, I appreciate that. I appreciate the relationship you have established with my daughter. It's like a gateway for information.
Just make sure we want to keep this up. Like
it's a gateway of information for me. I appreciate it. She feel comfortable talking to her. So, and I tell you all the time, sometimes it's the other person, and it's okay, you know, but just to get it out though.
Kendra, I really commend you for having the bravery and the courage to speak up on that and let our viewers know, you know.
Yeah.
Let's take another Instagram question.
Hey!
Dard No Disco wants to know, would you play with your man's B-cup man boobs?
B cup. Who got B cup? Nigga, you don't see these push-ups I've been doing? I'm in the gym around this motherfucker.
Or he's saying if my man did have them.
Because I don't got them. I don't got them, B.
Hey, man, if
And by the way, protectors, I'm putting your ass on blast just so you know. I read these fucking screen names on here.
Hey, man.
Y'all ain't safe, man. This is the thickness production.
I'm down 50+ pounds.
Talk about
I
it.
know they can't be talking about
I'd
me.
kill to be down 50+ pounds. I just like fucking donuts too much.
If my man had them, hell yeah, I would play with them. Why not?
Word.
Why not?
Then B High Life wants to know who eat better pussy between the two of y'all.
Oh.
Most definitely, Beehive, that's my dog. Hey, man, I'm one of the greatest coochie eaters. I was kind of offended I wasn't nominated for the AVN award, but, you know, we'll get to that
That's
day.
okay.
So I'm
We're going to have, at this event, we're going to have something different this time. I'm going to give away awards. And
I am the best
everybody's
coochie
gonna
eater.
vote, and
Ladies,
we're going to see who's the
jump
best
in my
coochie
DM.
eater.
I do content.
Speaking of which, stay ready. That is a great time to get into our next segment. Down in the DM. What is the craziest, most funny, out-of-pocket, ridiculous DM or email y'all have ever received?
I get girls up in my DM all the time say, I want to come home right now. I love what y'all doing. Can I come be a part of y'all household? Like,
No.
monthly.
The answer is no.
Monthly.
Can I eat y'all cereal and sit on the couch?
Monthly.
No.
I don't care. I just want to be a part of it. It looks great. But, you know, that's... you get all the troll DMs. Hey, I would love to do a scene with Kendra and Venus. That's all the time.
All day, every day.
That's all the time.
When is Venus and Kendra going to do a scene together?
Yeah.
Would you believe me if I said you got that many Instagram questions, as many as I've asked just specifically about you and your daughter?
Oh, I'm sure. They're crazy.
That's got to be really fucking annoying.
You know what?
Now.
They do it, I feel like, more to Venus, and it used
Venus,
to piss
for sure.
her off. So
Very rude.
she's like,
She
I
be
am
pissed.
not doing a scene with my mom. That
I
is
gotta
my
say this
mom.
one
Like,
more motherfucking time.
You know, but
Would you do a song with her, though, if you rap?
for sure.
That'd be cool.
I would sing with her, for sure.
Venus is wrong for doing
I don't know if
music.
there's any, like, mother-daughter, like, rap songs out there. There's, you know, like, Master P and Lil Romeo, like,
Yeah,
you know,
like
father-son
there's
songs.
country singers that were like mother-daughter, the Judds.
Venus
I
is
see.
hard.
Yeah,
With the
but
music.
she's great.
Okay, let me leave y'all with this one. Biggest misconception of a sex worker or somebody in you guys' profession?
That they're dirty. That they're not clean. I would bet a sex worker's coochie against any square bitch any day on smell, taste, tightness. I wouldn't give a fuck. Period. Because these ladies with they coochie is super cautious. This is a lady that walk up to you and say, "Do my coochie stink?" Like type
Smell
shit.
my finger like the sugar-free
I
alcohol.
Like,
do.
hey, god damn, what's happening? Give me a warning. What the
I
fuck?
do.
Because I'm just saying they super cautious about their stuff. They're concerned about it. They
don't
pay
want to show up
attention
at a
to it.
shoot and like
You
my
understand
pussy
me?
smelling like the
And-
fucking tuna
and
from last
let me tell
Saturday.
you,
Like,
go
you know what I
find
mean?
the
Like,
bitch that work
gross.
at Walmart and think you gonna sneak off and get some coochie. She gonna open them legs and blow your ass through the door.
Now let me blow your mind.
She gonna open them legs. You gonna be like, shit.
I
I'm
think
just-
also like for me, I feel like the biggest misconception is we can't live like regular people too.
Oh, yeah.
Like we can't have like a normal relationship, like a functioning relationship, and
Even with
have
regular
kids and like like do regular
Raise a
shit.
family, cook dinner.
shout
Yeah,
out- shout
I
out-
cook dinner every night when I'm home. I give my kids, like my baby, a bath. Like like I have like a
Regular
routine
shit
when
that
I'm
happens.
home.
What's your go-to
You
dish to
know.
whip up, Kendra?
As of
Or does Stay Ready
lately-
do the cooking?
No,
Oh, yeah,
no,
'cause
I
then-
I'm gonna
cook.
definitely get down.
Chef,
Barely
Chef Stay
ever
Ready.
cooks
What's
unless
the,
it's on
The
his
kids
food
love
truck.
for me to cook.
They love for me to cook. Say something. I ain't cooking
no, but
for your ass no
what's
more.
the thing in the Cox Ready household? It's like, oh shit!
So
what did I
like
just
the
say?
thing that I've been cooking lately that they love is like smothered steak. I've been doing like smothered steak, smothered
Yeah.
pork chops, like roast. They all love that. That's pretty good.
We do like
So,
that.
but like he likes to barbecue and shit, and then like
Barbecue, I get busy.
the hibachi's
Gotta
really
do that.
good. He cooks
So-
on the hibachi truck, and then I'm at the window most of the time. But it will be my son probably from here on out because my son just moved to Vegas, so
Dope.
it'll be those two on the food truck. So when you guys see Twerkibatchi Grill,
And what you were just saying, it was funny. Riley
Yeah.
Rabbit had a post on her page today and say, "What is wrong with you folks? thinking just because you see me in a picture with a guy that we're fucking, I have functioning relationships with people that don't involve
or
sex.
with males.
I
Like,
have functioning relationships with people that don't involve us fucking. Like, do people
Literally.
think that?
Absolutely, because yesterday
she was with goddamn thickness protection without her. They was fucking.
like,
the fuck is
I
wrong
feel
with
like it's
people?
always like
yesterday
that.
we were talking about the
Fuck.
importance of like platonic male and female friendships. I mean, you know, most of my friends are ladies, so
Yeah.
It's out there.
Shout out to all my
you
friends.
know? God damn, I be like, bro, these motherfuckers just think the whole life concerned around.
It's just-
As soon as you get in the car, pull your dick out. Let's suck your dick. Go out and
No.
driving
No.
and do it.
that's just sad. I mean, I feel like a lot of men, you know, speak from a point of insecurity, especially these guys on social media.
Yeah.
You know, I think
Like-
a lot of this manosphere content has given a voice to, you know, dudes who just kind of lost their way. And, you know, I was subscribed to it just for an entertainment standpoint, you know, the AMSs, the Kevin Samuels, and the Fresh and Fits and
Yeah.
shit. And, you know, now that I'm, you know, doing my own thing for real outside of the music world, and, you know, it's about male and female relationships, I just, you know, had to back away from it and back, you know, as Snoop would say, back up off of it and sit my cup down. Because really, like,
Yeah.
I can form my own opinion myself.
Goddamn
man.
right. I don't need you to lead my thoughts.
My
Yeah.
best friend,
Don't let
one
these
of my
niggas on
best friends
YouTube
is a
tell you
male.
how to think, you know?
Finney is like literally one of my best friends,
And
and
Fin-
he's a sex worker.
Right.
Like, you were not fucking every day, and we have fucked
Yeah.
before.
And to-
But like when we're having like friend time, like we're having friend time. Like
Yeah,
he
homie
comes
time.
over
Y'all
to
probably
our
playing
house,
some Mario
like
Kart.
plays games, like
Yeah.
plays whatever, fucking Mario Kart, whatever the fuck. Or we might play a board game and have dinner together or whatever.
Kicking
like
it.
as a family, like, you know, like, but we're not fucking every day. Like
No.
it just doesn't work that way. You
No.
know, when we're working, we're working. But
Yeah.
when we're just chilling, we're just fucking
Me
chilling.
You know,
Like I couldn't even see myself getting in the car with Finney and be like, "Hey, pull your pants down, let me suck your dick." You'd be like, "What? I'm calling what is that into
Time
you?"
and place.
Like-
Tripping around here.
Time
Where
and
the camera
place.
at? I'm being punked right
Hell
now.
no.
For sure. One thing, you know, skipping around here with my segments.
No,
but
no
ever,
problem. Talk
ever
about
too
it.
much. Has anything, Kendra, in a scene ever been too much? Like, got the camera, stop.
Oh my god, yes. So one scene, I was shooting for Clint. I was shooting for Plumper Pass, and at that time, I think I had only maybe done like 3 or 4 scenes with Clint, and I had told Clint like, listen, my white fans like are saying like I don't have any like scenes with white dicks. Like I need a white dick, right? And he was like, okay, well find somebody that you like that I've been using as of lately, and then let me know.
Because the one with Jax where you were doing like yoga with him was excellent, but he's a black dude.
Yeah, of course. Me and Jax have great chemistry on camera. We always have.
I'd love to have him get down with the thing too, by
Oh
the
man,
way.
he's so much
His
fun.
scene with Cammy Cooper is a greatest hits classic.
You know, that fool picked me up. One of the first scene I ever did with him.
Oh, he picked you up off the
me
ground?
up, and I was like, "Holy shit!" Yeah, and walked me over to the
start
couch.
doing some push-ups behind me.
I feel like we didn't talk about enough porn in this taping.
So I picked this buff white dude. His dick is like huge. I'm like, yeah, it's gonna be a great scene. And then like we get there and he was cool, and then we start fucking, and he was like fucking me from the back, and he was like pounding me so fucking hard, and I'm like his dick is like this big round and barely fit in my mouth, and he was like pressing all his weight on my back, and I was like, what? Like I couldn't even like get it out because he was like fucking me so hard, and I had to like pull him in the bathroom. And I was like, listen. I was like, I don't know what your deal is, but you are fucking the dog shit out of me. I was like, you don't have to do all that. I was like, it's one
to call
thing
time
to
out.
like,
Yeah, we don't gotta do all that to make a good scene. Goddamn.
right? So he was like, whoa, my bad, whatever. And he's like, well, you just have all these scenes with like
Slow
these,
your roll, sir.
these BBCs, like you never shot with the white dude. So I wanted to make it.
I wanna
look
represent.
good. And I was like,
I'll
check
represent.
this out.
He came in.
He had to come in like Shady on 8 Mile.
Hey, his thought process was up here.
I'm like, man, check this out. Don't you fuck me like that no more. I was really done, right? I was like, it's been a long day, and he was my second scene. So he chilled out after that. He was fine, but he was like, I'm sorry. I was just like in my head. He's like, I didn't know that you picked me. I'm like, dude, I fucking picked you out of like everybody. So can you chill the fuck out? Like clearly I wanted to fuck you. Like chill. It's
Yeah,
cool.
what's that?
And then it turned out to be a really good scene, but yeah. You could
Very
literally
nice.
hear me going, in the fucking scene. I couldn't breathe. I'm like, what is going on?
Well,
And I wasn't getting choked this way. Like,
Yeah, and Stay Ready. I love how when you were telling Riley, yeah, you watch Kendra's porn sometimes too.
Oh my gosh. Does
Oh, is he making that face? I'm like, I love how you're so secure that you can watch your wife get fucked by another man and you can just get a kick out of it.
When he first came home from prison, right? Oh, he used to make me so fucking mad. So I would be asleep and I would literally turn over and this motherfucker is laying in bed, jacking off, looking at my fucking porn. And I'm like, yo, I'm literally right here. Like,
You asleep,
what are
B.
you doing?
I was doing something.
Like, hello, hi. My pussy's right here. You don't want to fuck me? But he likes to watch me get fucked so much,
I don't give a damn. Go crazy. Let's do it. People be asking, damn, Unc, you don't ever be tripping. I say, listen, bro, she working. I don't give a fuck about that shit. If she want to run off with the dick, go and run off into that poverty with them, man. Go run off into that poverty with them. Hey, listen, I tell all the time, listen, I'm caught up in here. You know what I'm saying?
After 15 years, I don't think
caught
I'm
up in
running off
here.
with no dick, okay? I done fucked basketball players, NFL players.
If I had to
running
get the
golf
woman by
nowhere.
way of the fucking, I wouldn't have many. You understand me? Listen here, I ain't fucking for hours and
my
2
God.
hours and flipping over
Make
and
it
spinning
last
on my
forever.
head. Nah, I ain't doing that.
That's not true. Shout out to
I'm not sponsored by them, so we're probably
I
going to
need
edit that shit out.
sponsorship up in this bitch.
I need sponsorship. Help a brother out.
I'm representing the hard way.
but he could fuck off of like some Viagra or some Blue Chew for
No,
hell
I
long,
go crazy,
so.
but no, for real though, yeah. If these dudes, listen, shout out to the hobosexuals, man. I love these guys. Yeah, the hobosexuals.
And for clarity, that's when you're fucking a bitch for the place to stay.
Most definitely, you know about these guys. I love these guys. These guys fuck the best.
No, I don't identify with that. But
These guys fuck the best. These are professional fuckers. you know?
Professional dicksmen, as Sharp would call it.
Yes.
No, but you know what? I would like to say, I think it's fucked up for the men in the industry. They not getting a good rap. It wouldn't really be porn without the dick. And they getting the shitty end of the stick. They don't get paid right. They got the hardest job. They got to get their dick hard. I feel like men should get paid more than women. I'm sorry. That's how I feel.
I just feel like it should be equal pay. Nobody should be getting paid more
got
than
wage
more,
gap issues.
Yeah,
they got
it's huge
more
wage
to
gap
do.
issues.
You got to get your dick hard. You got to come in and fuck a woman that might not be your cup of tea and get hard and perform.
Well,
I think men should
so
get
many
paid
guys
more
be
than
like,
women.
yeah, I want to shoot porn. And the truth is, hey man, there's nothing wrong with this. Just say you want to fuck bad bitches. You don't really want to do porn. You don't want to be a porn
I
star.
know guys that's in it just for that.
Yeah.
That's why they have no money. I know guys that go shoot scenes and it don't be uploaded to their page in a whole year.
Yeah.
Yikes.
I'm like, bro, you ain't put that scene up yet?
Yep.
That's what I'm scared of
Oh,
with all these
yeah,
interviews I'm
no,
doing.
no.
Like, will I release everything? I don't want it to be a whole year, Yeah, because like at the rate I'm going, like I literally don't have to book another interview of all 2024. Like,
Listen, I mean, but that's
these.
good. I
Content's king,
I
for
know a
sure.
guy that got scenes pre-posted on his OnlyFans for 2-3 years.
Listen, we could do that.
already.
We
Right
could do
now.
that. You know how many scenes we get at one GGW?
Oh damn! So you got a whole vault of like.
Oh, yeah.
content.
We're still
Big ass
posting
vault.
stuff from the first
I'm still
Orlando
posting shit
event.
from 2 years ago.
Literally.
That ain't never been dropped
Insane. We
on
just
my
have
page.
so much content.
Stay ready. What I was gonna ask you was, throughout all the famous pimps and Macs that are out there, like a Sharp, who shout out to him on No Jumper, loved Sharp Tank. Kenny Red, rest in peace, and Sinful the P, rest in
Most
peace.
definitely. Kenny Red.
With all these guys, Mac Rooster, I could go on and on with all of these brothers. Have you had the chance to fellowship with any of these dudes throughout all the places you've been?
Most definitely. Kenny Red, most definitely, he come up in my daddy era, I was in the car with
Sure
Pops.
enough.
I know a lot of the older OGs like that from being with Pops. All those guys, Kenny Red's son come up in the game getting down. I know a lot of those
Yeah, and
guys.
his stepson was Be Legit.
I'm not sure. I don't know the history like that. But just,
Son-in-law, my
just coming up through the situation like that, I'm going to say this. I didn't really, for me, and I say this all the time, I didn't really do no fellowshipping or doing. I met you by knocking you for the bitch.
Oh,
Or you knock me or you knock me for the bitch. I didn't go out and meet pimps.
Yeah.
Because what comes with that is, oh, what's up, P? How you doing? I'm so and so. You so and so. Okay, yeah. I'm from around the way. You from around the way. Now motherfuckers expect me not to sweat this bitch. I don't want to meet you. I want to meet the bitch. I'm not interested in knowing you. You can't do nothing for me. And that's how I grew up. So I wasn't the guy that jumped out the car because I saw 4-5 P's on the cone and ran over there. What's up, man? I'm Stay Ready from Richmond. No, I did none of that.
But y'all did have like a circle of like
I had a
friends,
circle of guys that I fucked it with, most definitely. And sometimes they do
partners.
other guys. And I met other guys by way of a good P that I fuck with knowing him. And I'm like, oh, okay, woo, I pull up to meet my guy and he with so-and-so. Hey, this P so-and-so. That's how I might met a person that I met by way of not knocking him or he knocking me.
Yeah.
But outside of that, I most definitely wasn't a guy that'd jump out my car just because it was 6, 7, 8 P's right there.
No.
And I'm so-and-so. No.
Just because you see another gentleman doesn't mean you need to be starstruck.
I'm going to get
you know?
in the bitch business.
Yeah.
And that's how we going to meet.
I see.
Because that's how it's supposed to be.
Because God rest his soul, Sinful the P mentioned, don't meet these niggas through like, hey, how you doing, buddy? All Facebook friends and
we
shit.
We gonna meet the right way.
Yeah,
by way of knocking the bitch.
Okay.
Period. That's the only way to meet some pimping. That's anything else, y'all doing some other shit.
As a total vanilla square myself, let's acknowledge the motherfucking elephant in the room. As a total vanilla square myself with my music, blogging, stand-up comedy, and now podcasting ass, what I must say I admire so much about the game is that the wisdom and the vernacular and just the culture behind it. It runs deep. And the best thing, if you don't come from something, the best thing you can do if you're curious about it is to educate yourself about it.
No, for sure.
Ask some questions, find out.
Anything.
You can ask the wrong people some questions, but for me, like I say, I don't criticize nothing anybody do as far as that lifestyle.
And, I might have had cousins and stuff who might have dipped in dabbles in some things, but, I straight up don't come from that, and you know what? That's what the internet is partially for.
I got a few family members that's dipped in dabble, but they don't come from it neither, and they need to do something the fuck else, but they still try. But, hey, I know a lot of people that's dipping and dabbling that should be doing something the fuck else.
So many people watch, and this is just in case I get criticized. I really haven't been, because this is my motherfucking podcast. But hey, you watch murder mystery shows, you watch serial killer shows. Hey, you know what? I might watch Soft White Underbelly or other things. And
I watch it too.
Are you familiar with the cross country DVDs by
oh my
Maroy?
God, so old.
Like the Pimp Up Hose Down and American Pimp and the Pimp and Snooki documentary. Absolutely.
Rest in peace, Maroy. He was good people. He most definitely put out some good content about the game. But
how much is shit like that like accurate representation to like that lifestyle?
Maroy was on point. He was showing real life shit.
Right. As a filmmaker.
He was most definitely in the trenches with P, stepping out and doing and seeing and being.
That's the first place I ever saw a prostitute and pimp and knew that was some
if
real
I had
shit.
to
like,
say,
what the fuck?
he was most definitely a guy that was giving some real clips of the game. You know what I'm saying? Giving some real clips of the lifestyle. He was around it. I done seen him in Vegas, here and there, Planet Hollywood, different places, moving around. He was most definitely in the streets with it. Shout out to him. Rest in peace.
And for the record, in full transparency, you know what? Prior to starting this podcast, you guys know I had Palm, and I interviewed a lot of underground hip hop artists and musicians who I would find, and that was all fine and dandy throughout the years. But I think in the back of my mind, kind of unintentionally, the handful of times that through hip hop I would end up sitting down with a porn star, always virtually until I met Chanel and Monique. The handful of times that had happened. In the back of my mind, I'm watching these documentaries that we were just talking about, and I'm watching Soft White Underbelly, and I low-key thought, like, maybe it's kind of like it started to, on accident, basically, like, have my own version of it.
Yeah.
And, here we are today.
Here we are. And like I said, we want to say right here today on your podcast, me and Kendra is most definitely starting a podcast. It's going to be called
Married in the Game.
Married in the Game.
Married in the Game.
I'd be honored to be a guest on that.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, and we just gonna touch bases on everything, things people did to come up, what's relationship situations, being in a relationship and a lifestyle, how many times you done had to break up with a motherfucker because of the lifestyle.
People are amazed, like, how can you just, like, when we're at a shoe house, we don't even fucking talk to each other about like, we're working, like, get the fuck away from me. Go find somebody else to fuck right now. Stop touching me. Go do whatever you're doing. I'm working right now. You know what I mean? Like, if people are like, how can you just be, like, okay with that? Your husband's upstairs fucking somebody. Your wife's over here screaming in the pool because she's getting fucking railed. Like, what the hell? How do you guys do this? And
What's
it's just
the
like,
balance?
I think I always admired it because it's a branch of psychology, and it's about the relationships between a man and a woman.
yeah. It's just like, for me, like, sex is doesn't really mean too much,
This
you
is
know?
my
It's just
ace
pleasure.
coon right here. I
Yeah.
could finish her sentence, she could finish mine. We know what the fuck is going
I love
on.
it. How many years have you guys been together?
Almost 15.
We going on 15.
Yep.
15. Very good.
15 in October.
3 years married,
October.
15
What are you
together.
guys' zodiacs?
No breakups.
Nope. We've never
No
broke up.
breakups.
breakups.
No going for 4 months, 6 months. Not
You're
one.
a Libra, right?
Not one
He's
time.
a
I'm a
Libra.
Libra.
So am I. When's your birthday?
10-10.
10-10, 10-14.
Okay, you
wow,
right
okay.
behind me. You
And
dope.
I'm a Taurus. My birthday's coming up April
Yep,
26th.
Couple days.
Yes,
So,
yes.
and people always say that. Oh, how many times y'all counting all them years? How many times y'all broke up? Not once.
Never.
Not
One
once.
day.
She
No,
drove.
12 hours.
She drove to her mama house from Pittsburgh, and I was there when she got there.
Yeah. I've always wanted
We
to go
together.
out
Where
to
we going?
Pittsburgh. Shout out to my close partner, JT Loco. I love you, brother. Yeah, I've always been into the Pittsburgh hip hop scene and worked with artists out there.
Hey,
so.
Pittsburgh is nice.
So,
I
black and
travel
yellow,
the
black
country,
and
man.
yellow.
You want to know about somewhere to go to soul food spot? I done been there. And listen here. They talk that shit. They call me the blimp pimp. I don't care. I'm a concrete general. I started off on the concrete. I love it. We transition. We in the porn now. We business people now. Life has been good. We went through the steps. You supposed to elevate. We did this. We did that. Now we here. Now we there. We business owner. We done had Airbnb, 2-3 Airbnbs, running this business, that business. Girls gone wireless with it. We doing it all. You know.
There you go.
It's no limitations to what you can do. I push that to everybody.
Well, guys, this has been an absolute pleasure. We are out of
was
time,
dope.
but thank you. This was so fire. We definitely got to do some more stuff together in the future.
For sure.
Guys, go ahead and plug your social medias. Where can they find you, follow you, and stream all your content?
Okay,
Kendra, start us.
so my Instagram is at Kendra Cox _, Twitter Kendra _Cox, and then my OnlyFans is going to be KendraKoxVIP.com. And my website that is getting built right now by Jay Playhard is
My dog.
KendraKox.com. So this year I will have my own website going finally after all these
Now,
years.
if you want to find all that stuff that she just mentioned in one place and everything that I'm a part of, just go to girlsgonewirelesshp.com.
Yes.
When you go to girlsgonewirelesshp.com, HP is for homepage.com, you'll find all of Kendra's links, everything to her mini vids, her
My merch.
OnlyFans, her goddamn Twitter, her Instagram, our merch, our goddamn Model Central, or everything
every
we
link
got.
is there.
You want to find out something we got
Our
going
links
on?
to tickets.
Girls Gone Wireless HP for a homepage.com. You tapped in with us. We got
Yeah.
a merch page. We got these hot shirts you see. Kendra Cox,
Wait,
bad
this way.
bitch. Can they see the shirt? Show the shirt. You know what I'm saying? That's on the website. We got plenty of things on the website, and it'll link you to all our links. For all
Fire
our-
with the Hennessy bottle in the shirt. Okay.
Yes, yes.
Shout out
This was
to
a-
I Am Junior Money.
Yes.
He designed the shirt. One of our raw ass photographers. Beehive jumped in there with the comment. He a part of that
He
team.
is.
They go crazy for us. I love them. They
They're
in
amazing.
Miami. My dogs.
Love it. Okay.
Well worth it. Tap
Well,
in.
thank you everybody for tuning in to another episode of Thickness Protection Program. This was fucking awesome. Hey man, make sure you are subscribed to youtube.com/palmofficial. Make sure you
I'm
are
subscribing.
hell yeah. Make sure you are following on Spotify Thickness Protection Program. Instagram is at the Thickness Protection Program. Twitter is at Thickness Pro. And until next time, everybody, sang it with me, y'all. We want thickness. We want thickness. We want thickness.
We love
Shoot
thickness.
us out.
We want thickness.